Yes, you better be tripping. This is Time to Talk with King Solo, the wise cat with lots of chat, and we have many, many things to discuss today. We've got a special guest here with me that I'll introduce in a little bit. But until then, let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, Facebook. Playing the signature song. That's right, honey. We're here in WC Issue. It's time for what? All right. You're not ready. And indeed it is. This is your wise cat with lots of chat, King Solo, bringing it to you live, honey, and uncensored. I may not be able to curse, but I'm sure I'm going to tell the truth. Are y'all ready for all this? Let's introduce our special guest. We've got the one, the only, the wonderful James, a.k.a. Phoenix J. Stone. What's the tea, baby?
I'm doing good, baby. How you doing?
Baby, God bless the child. Baby, she said God bless the child has got his own. Okay, so listen, y'all. There's a lot of things going on today, and we want to make sure that we get it all covered. So a lot of people don't know that SOS stands for Spotlight on Scholars. And so the intentions are to be able to create a very unique, safe space for young, black, queer, trans, unapologetic people, whether from CSU or from the community, but especially here on this campus, to be able to love out loud all year round. So that's why you oftentimes you'll hear, and when we're using this space, we are always reminded of our core values of love, LGBTQ plus inclusivity, and also social justice and equality. And so some of the categories really spoke to that. It spoke to the elements and the ideas of an infinity chaos. Now, because we were able to sort of raise the mood elevator in such a way where there was positivity, togetherness, community mindedness happening, we felt like, well, even though we had some things planned for what we would have considered moments of chaos, we decided not to. Because instead we had opportunities for moments of education and moments of empowerment. And we felt that that was more important than the caveats of drama that could be created from a ball. The shade, the house, the politics. And quite frankly and quite honestly, our events are not known for that anyway. That's one of the particular reasons why people come to our events. Some of the other things that we did besides celebrating some of our very own included having the opportunity for the judges to give feedback.
Okay.
Right? So there was times where people were walking the wrong category or didn't know that a certain category required a certain thing, or that when you say open to all and you've got an order of categories, we're getting to your part, but right now we're doing this part. And so that's just a matter of having more experience and development. So we are going to be doing next year some workshops that will allow students and community members who are interested to get a better understanding of what their category is, or what it maybe perhaps should be, what those categories call for, not just for the Love Out Loud Ball next year on Valentine's Day, but also just in general, like what realness gives, regardless of what the categories which we're going to get into later are calling for. But so I just want to be very intentional about that. And so when I'm in this space and I'm hosting the Spotlight on Scholars, and I'm promoting WC Issue, and I'm promoting our partnerships with the LGBTQ Plus Resource Center, and I'm doing all this different navigating with the community of doing HIV testing and Hep C testing, one of the things is that I'm doing this for those who otherwise wouldn't have the opportunities that they need to feel comfortable enough to get tested for HIV, to have the confidence to walk a ball, to break free from the chaos of their lives and days, to be able to be themselves unapologetically and celebrated for their talents. And so that's the reason why we sort of shifted over the years and started calling the Valentine's Day ball the Love Out Loud ball, because it was a very political, unapologetic, and religious and spiritual statement to make. And so what we want to first do as we unpack and shift into our final segment is, on behalf of Indie Man Entertainment, WCSU, the LGBTQ Plus Resource Center, for both our Love with Condoms campaign that we're working on, and then we'll also shift together to talk a little bit about the sneak peek to the ball.
So basically we're doing We started working on a condom campaign, and what I like about it is that we get to talk about condoms and condom usage and things to help better the community as a whole. Not just focusing on PrEP, but also focusing on like STDs and things of that nature. And the importance of the use of condoms. And he'll be doing a focus group on that, and that's really interesting. I got a chance last week to sit in for what was the pilot, I guess, of the program, talk and share ideas about condom usage and why it's important for condoms and things that we feel that are missing, the things that we want to see when it comes to condom campaigns and things that we want to be said doing condom campaigns that will make us easier as a community, as young people. To want to use
so some of our intentions are to be able to formalize, strategize, and highlight not just spotlights on scholars, but spotlights on sponsors. So, for instance, in partnership with the In Demand Entertainment Chicago State University LGBTQ+ Resource Center, we cordially invite everyone to join us for the 22nd annual Love Out Loud Ball for an I Love with Condoms panel discussion being held as a free, open to the public, catered, and safe space event with VIP incentives available where in lieu of entry, you can participate in different workshops. That's going to be held here tentatively at Chicago State University in the Student Union Building in the Rotunda, 9501 South King Drive, Chicago, Illinois, 60628, on again Friday, February 14th, 2025, from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. We especially are excited about the I Love with Condoms panel discussion featured following three main topics, which will include HIV destigmatization, HIV decriminalization, and getting to zero new infections in Illinois by 2030. There will also be opportunities for you to participate in workshops ahead of the discussion, which will include the following: Love Thyself for mental health, being gay, trans, and a child of God for spiritual guidance, and then finally the last workshop being Best Safer Sex Practices for Sexual Health, which will be co-moderated by myself, In Demand Entertainment, our board, and some of our constituents. And so this is a wonderful opportunity because it gives us a chance to not only make a difference in the community and possibly impact people's lives, but also keep our events educational as much as entertaining. And our mission is to bridge the gap between public health and social service organizations and any at-risk, hard-to-reach, underserved populations doing HIV prevention and sexual health equity. Some of our LOL Ball sponsors are Project Serve, IDE, Southside Health Center, AIDS Healthcare Foundation, Black Leadership AIDS Crisis Coalition, Chicago Chapter, Department of Public Health, WCSU, iHeartRadio, Tax, Windy City Times, Icon House of Infinity, Black Star Project, and the Transformation Reentry Services. Again, we got our event program, which is going to be on Friday, Valentine's Day, 2/14/25. We're going to be offering HIV, STV screenings and surveys at 4 p.m. with the I Love with Condoms panel discussion at 5 p.m., a VIP reception at 6 p.m., and the Love Out Loud Bar at 7 p.m. at CSU. And for more information, you can contact me on Facebook. That's Solomon, all O's, .infinity, all I's. And don't ask me why. All right, so now let's go ahead and shift to the ball flyer. We've got just enough time to cover some of the highlights. Why don't you cover for us some of the grand prize, mini grand prize cash categories, and then I'll get into some of the details of the categories.
Okay. Safer Sex Production as a house, up to 1K. We also have the HIV, HCV screening community impact at large survey. The mini grand prize, which is runway as a team, condoms effect. Then there is the mini grand prize, the recruiter with most screenings. Then we have the baby cash prize, which is the CSU talent survey, which is required, which is up to $100.
Right, and so we're very excited about continuing those traditions. So some of the categories that we're going to be offering beyond the cash categories are Open to All Best Dress, CSU The Look, Realness, Realness with a Twist, Bizarre, Face, Virgin categories, The Doll, Up and Pumps, Runway, Open to All Body and Sex Siren, Hand Performance, Performance Itself, and many others. Some of the standouts will surely be the Open to All Best Dress, bringing in a captivating fashion ensemble with HIV awareness. The Bizarre, creating an elaborate condom effect with safer sex practices and props. The Doll and Ballroom Dress as a Trojan Warrior, which will be very interesting. The Open to All Body, covered in body oil and oil, the sex siren and a latex effect. And then lastly, the Butch Queen, whether soft and dainty or dramatic, is bringing an all-red effect for HIV awareness. So we've got many, many things coming up, you guys, and many wonderful things to be hopeful for and blessed for. And so I encourage you all to stay tuned for the next show, which is going to be Lady Z's 95th Street Blues. We also encourage you all to continue to support Phoenix and all of her wonderful shows and performances across the community. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We really appreciate it. We got to go. Shout out to Leroy, who's been working hard on his studies. He's here in the building, but he won't be speaking. And we just appreciate you guys so much. Remember to love with condoms. Remember to love out loud. And remember to be yourself unapologetically each and every day. This is WCSU Time to Talk with King Solo, your wise cat with lots of chat, just like that. See you next time, guys.
We're WCSU, moving on demand.